Hello and welcome. This is your host E Racer MK back again, and this time I am back, and this time we're gonna do a real, game talk. Right now we're, watching replays of, ranked matches I played. This player right here with the Yasuo and Vi, I already lost to him once, but he gave me a 2 out of 3 match, and he thought this would be a little bit easier because he already beat me once, but likewise, I do learn from my mistakes. But this is not what I'm going to talk about. Right now, I'm just going to talk about real game talk about the online Wi-Fi versus Ethernet, and I don't know why we're getting this debate. It is 2025. Nobody should be debating on other players or trying to force other players to do something that they don't want to do. Like for example, you can't change. Of course, Ethernet is better than Wi-Fi. Everyone knows that. You know what I mean? It's 2025. Everyone knows that and all that stuff. But the thing is with the Ethernet, sometimes if the netcode's bad, Ethernet's not going to save it. If you live too far, Ethernet's not going to save it. I promise you guys that. And same thing with Wi-Fi. Wi-Fi is just even worse with when you face people like from the USA to Australia or Japan. It's gonna be one of the worst connections you ever gonna feel like. But but it's crazy that we are gatekeeping how like we're gatekeeping people from playing games or playing online in the fighting games, which to me that's dumb. I mean, come on, guys, it really is. And you think, and I know what you guys are saying. You think I'm probably making this up, but no, I'm really am not. If you look through a lot of the FGC or a lot of people, they won't accept people Wi-Fi connections, which that's perfectly fine. But they shouldn't gatekeep them from playing any games or be blacklisted to on online, which that is ridiculous. If you get blacklisted just online, you want to play games like fighting games and all that stuff. I mean, Lord have mercy. But I like I said before, it's like, for example, if I was playing Smash Brothers and I play on Ethernet cable, it will not even help because Nintendo Wi-Fi, well, Nintendo connection or service or I won't say service, but the main service on that, it's not good. You know what I mean? But they're making improvements, but Smash Ultimate is like hit or miss sometimes. I'm used to it, you know what I mean? But I don't like it, but I'm used to it. But as a FGC, you know, guy that likes playing fighting games, I may not stream it a lot on fighting games, but I do play it. I do stream it. Well, sometimes, but I do make content out of this, and I feel like no one should be gatekeeping online. No matter if you're Ethernet Pro or Wi-Fi Pro, I don't care. It's just, we all are in the same boat. We just want to play games. That's all. And let me explain to you about a lot of problem with the Ethernet. Some of you think Ethernet's a way to go, and it is, but there's problems with having Ethernet. Like, for example, it's you get tangled up in all different different wires. Uh, that's one. Two, you get some people, like, if you got like a big family and all that stuff. Will you want your kids to trip over to the Ethernet while you was playing games? No. But let me see what else. Oh, if you have pets like dogs, oh gosh, dogs and cats, especially cats, they mess with wires, man, and it's not fun. Believe me, I tried Ethernet one time. My cats was messing with it. I was getting frustrated with the but but yeah, I'm a Wi-Fi guy through and through because I try Ethernet and everyone's tripped. My family started tripping over it. It's starting getting bothersome and cumbersome and all that stuff, and it's just annoying. And then the other thing is in Kentucky, if you don't live in Louisville or whatever, or like Lexington or any other city in the like the Appalachia, like West Virginia, Louisville, not Louisville, but Kentucky, uh, they we the they don't have, how would I say, good internet thing. No matter if you get the best of the best Wi-Fi, if you don't live like in Charleston, West Virginia, Huntington, West Virginia, or in Kentucky, Lexington, Louisville, any of the city areas, your the connections can be spotty at times, even with Ethernet and Wi-Fi. It's just I that it just depends on if you what type of internet company that you bought. And believe me, there's some good internet on the rural areas. Like there's some people that had very good internet or good Wi-Fi routers that can actually help with your connections in this game. But but listen, I'm not going to tell you guys how you guys play because it's not my position to tell you how should you play in online fighting games. But I just feel like we just need to stop with the gatekeeping. But here's the deal: if you guys want to avoid Wi-Fi players, that's perfectly fine. And if Wi-Fi players want to avoid Ethernet, that's perfectly fine. It's just we all want the exact same thing: a smooth, lagless match. And the only way you're gonna get that, is go to offline. That's the truth. That is really the truth. Only way you'll get the best lagless matches is go offline. But there's many of us that will never have that opportunity to meet with other players. Like for example, I will never meet Sonic Fox in real life, and and challenge him offline because why? One, one Sonic Fox is a pro player and well-established fighting game player, and then you compare it to me, I'm just your average Joe. And I got responsibilities and all that stuff, and what I mean. And then fighting games, like being a pro fighting game player, don't have its benefit. You are basically gambling, and I'm not a gambling man. You know what I mean? But that be enough with that and all that stuff with the gatekeeping on online about the Wi-Fi versus Ethernet. We need to stop this. We need to move forward, FGCs. We need to move forward, my fighting game players, my pro and community. We need to move on with this. But all right, next section is the most important section. Okay, right now I'm playing against this guy. This is on rank 2, so all three of my replays are in rank. But this guy right here wasn't. This guy was good. Like I was no rank facing this guy. This guy was like gold 1 or gold 2. I don't know what rank he was, but man, it's one of the most intense match I ever got. But yeah, during this time when I was playing, I had family emergency during this game right here, and my legs starting cramping. I was like, oh, I thought this is getting bad for me. I was like, I need to beat this guy and beat this guy quick, because you know, when you got family emergency, you can't do 2 out of 3 matches, why? Because family comes first before video games. I'm sorry, but I couldn't quit because I was in the middle of a match. I was saying I'm gonna do one match and all that stuff because I was doing a ranked match in this game for like 3 or 4 hours, and I got to gold, which I'm happy. I probably will never get challenger or platinum, but I like to prove myself wrong sometimes. But throughout the whole match, this is one of my best matches because not only I was thinking outside the box, this guy's playing Warwick. But the thing is, with him, he doesn't understand that Warwick like to bait people. And then once you get when you close in and get a lot mixed up with Warwick, you got it. You just gotta quit jumping as much with Warwick. When you jump, you want to bait people with Warwick. But yeah, okay. But like I'm telling you right now in this section right here, I'm gonna explain to you about should you take 2 out of 3 matches, regardless if you have family emergency or something did happen. I mean, or we have responsibility like our job calls us, or we got like police breaking into our door or some weird stuff going on. I know it sounds outlandish, but still, still though, we're living in a crazy world in this crazy year. You know what I mean? But throughout the whole time, the guy was beating me so bad. I said I'm gonna make a comeback, and I'm gonna make a comeback. But during here, like I'm gonna explain to you guys this. Once, if you guys have an emergency, yeah, I'll take the one and done. Some people get mad about the one and done players. I sometimes do, but at the exact same time, I understand. Some of us, you know, have family emergency. Some of us probably got to go somewhere or go to our jobs and all that stuff, and you make it like, okay, win or lose, this is gonna be my last match, and this was gonna be my last match with the guy because regardless, I had family emergency to take care of, but so I'm making a huge comeback right now. Right now, I'm waiting on him to jump. I wish they changed the assist thing with this game. Here goes swing. I can do, and people say just air grab Warwick. Sometimes you can't air grab, and I won. Boom. I was playing patient on this one. See, games like this, gentlemen, is never lose composure. But anyway, the best 2 out of 3 matches, like, believe me, guys. I know it gets frustrated with one and done players, but here's the deal. I'd rather have a one and done player than a rage quitter. At least the one and done finish the match. You gotta give them respect on that. Some people won't respect the one and doneer, but I respect them just complete a match. There's like tons of people that won't complete a match. Why? Because they don't want to lose a ranking. They don't want to take a loss. And it's not just on rank. It's sometimes on casual. I mean casual. A game that don't record your losses. I mean, my goodness. You know what I mean? Like, even though this game, record your losses on casual and rank, but the rank, like casual, you're not losing nothing, win or lose. But rank, you're losing either points, you get D rank if you lose, and then when you win, you gain points and you gain rank. You know what I mean? But right here, I'm spacing this guy out a little bit. I'm making him frustrated with my defense and playing real patient. And I knew he was jumping because there's sometimes Warwick players had the weirdest thing about them is jumping. But But I know this is a hot take, gentlemen, but let me show you at the end what this guy did. You know what I mean? And it's kind it's a lame. It's lame. Like during this time, when you rank up in this game, there's a timer, and I can't even see the timer. It's in the weirdest background ever, and it's one of the strangest thing ever. So I went down, checked out what's my family doing, and then I told this guy GG, and guess what? All right, so right here, this game do got voice chat or chat in general. Okay, that was the best match I ever had. So I was thinking, okay, I can't complete a set with this guy because I had family emergency, but I want to add him as a friend, and then we can restart the set, you know, start from scratch and play in rank. But so I said GG to this player. Now read this: incomplete sets aren't GGs. I mean, okay, it could have been worse. I could have rage quit, or he could have rage quit. So, so I'm just saying this. If incomplete sets aren't GGs, what are GGs? If I complete a set, if I did complete a set, what's the chance of him saying what, like I spam a move, or I lag switch him, or whatever? He'll still say that isn't GG's. You know what I mean? I said, sorry, man, I have to stretch a little bit, and my family needs me. I didn't say my family because I didn't want to get too personal. You know what I mean? But I did take care of this, and then I was like, then the funny part is, I added him, like I sent him a friend request, and just in case just in case he wanted a rematch, I want to send out a friend request so we can have a rematch, and we can do another best 2 out of 3 sets, and we can go to rank, and play there, and then reset our sets, and there's gonna be a brand new set. You know what I mean? So so I waited. This guy deleted my friend request not once but twice. I know. And I was like, you know what? I'm not going to be bothered by it. You know, I gave. It was a good game. I wanted to add him as a friend because that was a great game, and I learned a lot. And he pushed me to the limits with this. So and so what he said is incomplete sets aren't GGs. So that's one of the most saltiest things I hear all day. I mean, take a loss, man. It's like, even if I didn't complete the best 2 out of 3 sets because I had something to do with my family and all that stuff, but you can't control what people reacts to. You know what I mean? I could have rage quit, but I didn't rage quit, and I do best 2 out of 3 matches. You know what I mean? It proves from my previous replay that I do it, win or lose. But that's the thing that kind of bugs me about online here with the fine game players, is that they don't know what their own rules say. It's like, it is courtesy to do 2 out of 3 matches, but if there's an emergency, I'll do one, and I have to bounce. Because why? Because something is going on, and I am not going to prioritize a game, a fighting game that is free, that I can play at any time I want, over family matters or anything that's important, like my job, my bills, or anything else. You know what I mean? You know, some players do need to get their priorities straight. Cause you know what I mean? It's like he feel like I wasted his time and all that stuff, and it's like, alright. So I just let it slide, but you know what? This type of mindset is very, I won't say toxic, but it's a mindset that will stagnate your growth as a player. He didn't have no composure or anything. He didn't understand that, oh, I can. He probably got family emergency and all that stuff. Oh, he tried to add me as a friend. Okay, he probably likes this, but you know, some players are not like that. It's competitive, yes, but listen, you don't be like this guy. Incomplete sets aren't GGs. Even if I completed a set, he wouldn't. If I did complete a set, he would not say GGs. He'll probably say spamming the move or lag switch, whatever, aren't GGs. And I come across players just like that. And it doesn't ruin the experience. It's just you questions like, why? It's like, it's funny, yet it's sad. But and I'm not the greatest fighting game player. I'm not. I really am not. I'm just a guy that loves playing it. And during my time in the arcades, I was only five facing teenagers, and they beat me every single time. Still my quarters, but what do I learn from it? I learn by watching them and understanding. And then when it's my turn next, when I beat the teenagers, they get mad at me. And I was only 5 or 6 years old beating them in an arcade game. But thank goodness for my parents standing there. I feel like those kids would done something to me, like punch me in my face, because they got mad because they get beat by a 5 or 6 year old preschooler or kindergartner, and they're during their teens. Oh gosh. Oh man, I made so many people mad in Tekken back in the day. But and then he's not the only one. Like let me show you another screenshot. All right, right here. This is on a casual match, and okay, so GG. This guy calls me a loser, bro. And I say GG. And I was like, don't get salty, Larry. Best out of 2 out of 3, and you lost. I was like, LOL. I'm not really a trash talker, but oh gosh, part of me's just doing this and just be a trash talker right here. Oh gosh, it's pretty funny. So this guy I face, I actually perfect him, not once but twice with a 2x KO. Perfect. Made me laugh till I cry. And we did best 2 out of 3 matches. Okay, I won one, he won one, and then I won my last one, and I quit. So this is on casual match, and he was salty. He was so salty to the point where he kept chatting and getting angry, and that made me laugh. Oh my gosh. It's like, yeah, guys, if you're salty on your own expense, just salt. It's like salt is like the moment where you lose composure. And in fighting games, you never lose composure. If you lose composure, you're not going to play good. I promise you that. A lot of fighting game pro players know this, but if you lose composure, you'll never, ever going to beat this player because you're too angry to see what the player's strategy is, and you get tunnel vision. Like a bull seeing a red cape or something, you know what I mean? But 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 yeah, that's the problem with a lot of online games. You will face players like this, but gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, what do you think? Like, personally for me, if someone's won and done, cool. I got my match. Win or lose, I got my match. They didn't rage quit or anything. Okay, they got my respect. I know so many players will say a rage, like they don't like rage quitters. Okay, we all don't like rage quitters, and we're having a rage quitting problem in every fighting game. And and then people say I don't like one or dones. Okay, regardless if you win or lose, one or done complete a match, and we shouldn't get mad at a one or done player. Okay, some of them are one and done's. Like, okay, I can't beat this guy. No, it's a mindset per se. If you're one or done, and same thing with rage quitting. It's a mindset, and and the rage quitters don't get punished on these online. It is going to be, let's just say, online is just going to be terrible for a casual viewer. I mean, there's something, I know people don't like Mortal Kombat right now, but at least you get a laugh when someone rage quit, called quitality. That is the smartest thing they ever did. And I think they introduced that around MKX. Oh my gosh, when they introduced that, I was happy. Not only that counts a win for you, it counts a lose on the rage quitter. And they lose rank. While you gain rank. You know what I mean? It's a win-win. I wish many fighting games did what Mortal Kombat did. If someone rage quit, just give them a little all their health go down, and then count a win for these players that didn't rage quit, and count the loss on these rage quitters. And then the cool part is punish them for quitting the game. You know what I mean? Give them a warning, and then if they do it again, punish them. And I know so many people be like, if you punish players, you'll lose them. You're losing the toxic players that want to rage quit, and you're losing the rage quitters and all that stuff. Which, to me, that's a win. But I know so many people get carried away with the getting angry at the one and done players. Listen, some of the one and done players probably have family. This one and done player probably have a job that he needs to go, or have to go to a doctor, whatever. He probably had emergencies, and we dehumanize these players, and we shouldn't dehumanize. Yeah, there's some one and done players who are worried about their rank and all that stuff. That's on them. But at least they finish a match with you. They don't have some of us need to understand, getting a best 2 out of 3 fight with someone is a privilege. It's like, hey, I decided to go to best 2 out of 3, and you know what I mean. It's like if I click our rematch, like I want to rematch you, and someone said no because I'm too good, I place that as a compliment. But no, it's like this. No, if I said I want a rematch and this guy said no, he got every right to say no. All right, you can't just force someone to place you best 2 out of 3. You know what I mean? You can't. You can't control what they're doing. You can't control what they're now. It's like if someone forces you to do something that you don't want to do, or better yet, should like, it's like this. No one should be obligated or forced to place best 2 out of 3 to get shown shunned by the community or get targeted by the community. That's the problem. And no, let me tell you guys something. No one, they like if I play against someone and they up and quit, I won best 2 out of 3, and they said no. Okay, that's fine because the player must be one and done, or this player probably has something else better to do. Here's the deal: no one like you don't deserve best 2 out of 3. No one does. It's basically it's basically a decision on both party. Do I want to face this guy again? Cool. If he hit rematch, cool. And if he doesn't want a rematch, that's cool also. Why? Because one, he doesn't owe me 2 out of 3. No one does. Because here's the deal. Why you think they have a rematch and the screen set or back to lobby? Because why? Because the developers know they can't force players to do best out 2 out of 3. It's not going to happen. It's not going to work because they're trying to prevent a lot of people from rage quitting. You know what I mean? Like, or better yet, losing, get them on a losing streak that prevents them from being demoted. Here's the deal. Why do you think they got a menu just for that? I want you guys to think this. Why or us players, fight game players, had the decision to rematch or go back to screen? That's during ranked or casual. Okay, I play this match. This match is laggy. Oh, I gotta be forced to do a best 2 out of 3 in a laggy match with a 1 bar connection. See what I mean by forcing yourself in your best 2 out of 3 matches? That's why I keep saying no one deserves no one gives you best 2 out of 3 matches. You know what I mean? It's just it's a privilege to have a best 2 out of 3 matches, and you know what? It's not guaranteed to have best 2 out of 3 matches. I mean, if the online's laggy and you want to get out, cool, get out. But no one should be forced to get the best 2 out of 3 because if the match is laggy, why would you want to suffer yourself another laggy match? You see what I mean? But all right, ladies and gentlemen, that'll be it for now. And this is my real talk about games and all that stuff. I usually don't talk about a lot of things, what's going on, but it's just my 2 cents in. Maybe someone probably hears it and probably say I'm dumb. That's fine. Maybe they say, "Oh, you're wrong about this." That's fine. It's just as the community gets a little bit bigger and bigger. You know, I mean, we need to be aware on what's going on, and it can't be. You just can't say you can't be real political about who you like and who you don't like. It should not be that way, but it happens. But right now I think the mindset needs to change about the one and dones because at least you got a match from them. They could have rage quit, they could have done all that. You got the match in, cool. And here's the bad part. You get mad at the one and doners. You yourself was a one and doner because of either lag issues, connection issues. You know what I mean? And it's like, I have connections here. That's it. One or done. I'm done. You know what I mean? You see how hypocritical some of you do sound? you know? But like I said, this is my take on it. Do you agree? Do you disagree? You know, I don't mind. I don't mind if I'm wrong. I don't mind if I'm right. I just see what I see and I'm just speak my mind about it. Okay, with that said, this is your host Eraser MK signing out, and I'll catch you guys next time.